if you hear me sniffling the remainder of this video, my nose is running. I've got tissue and Alani and some water on standby. So we're trying over here. Hi girls, gals, and ghouls. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. And Happy New Year. So today I'm going to be doing a beginning of the year tag. I saw Larry Reads do this, Mariana Reads do this, and I just thought, you know what? Let's get on the fucking train, man. So without further ado, let's get on it. 2026 has gone so far not that great. Not gonna lie. I'm recently single. Didn't get a New Year's kiss, but I have books. I have the men in books, and that's all that matters. So let's get started with these questions, shall we? How many books are you planning on reading in 2026? 55. That is what I'm planning on reading. If I get more, if I get less, I'm not going to beat myself up about it. The thing about a reading goal is I read 15 books last year, and I was super excited about that because that was the most books that I have read in a year in a very long time. And I severely upped that this year. And again, I'm not going to beat myself up if I get less than 55 books, if I get more than 55 books. I'm just going to be glad that I'm reading. Let's be honest. A book you're likely to reread this year. So the next two questions go hand in hand. A book you're likely to reread this year and a priority read on your 2026 TBR. The book that I'm going to reread this year is Quicksilver, and the priority read is going to be Brimstone because I didn't get to it last year. So I have to reread Quicksilver before I can read Brimstone. Simple as that. Yeah, I didn't get to Brimstone last year because every store around me was sold out of it. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to put it on my 2026 TBR and we'll deal with it whenever we get there. We'll just deal with it. We'll just deal with it next year. And author you won't be reading more books from this year. Probably Jasmine Mass and Eleanor Crow, I believe. I read Blood of Hercules last year, and it just wasn't really my cup of tea. It was good. It was good. I gave it 3 stars, so I didn't hate it, but it just wasn't, it just didn't hit me where I needed it to hit. And I also read Scream for Me by Eleanor Crow, and I don't necessarily know if I'm a that kind of dark romance type of girl. So we'll see. We'll see. I don't know. But I don't know. I just haven't gotten there yet. But something new you want to read, new genres or tropes. There isn't really any new tropes that I want to read in 2026. I'm kind of stuck on my tropes, but new genres, I want to get into horror and thriller. I am going to be reading 3 Stephen King novels this year. So, as the king of horror, that's pretty big. That's pretty big. So, I'm going to be so disappointed if I don't like his books. Like, I do love his films, so I'm going to be I'm going to be so mad if I read his books and I'm like, these don't hit. Like, I'm just going to be like so pissed. Like, what if I read Carrie and I'm like, but the movie's better. Like, that's not gonna vibe well with me. A popular book you want to read, Alchemized. I am gonna be reading Alchemized this year because I didn't get to it last year, and oh, it is a whopper. But I am so excited. Oh, because I know the emotional damage is there, and I don't know if I'm ready. I don't know if I'm ready. Oh my god, I don't know if I'm ready for that. I don't know if I'm ready for that. Just get ready to see me cry because I think I'm going to try to vlog that whenever I get there. Oh, it's gonna be bad. I can already I'm I'm seeing it. It's gonna be bad. Most anticipated 2026 book release. 2026 is the year of sequels, man. Like every book, or at least almost every book that I'm reading this year has a sequel coming out this year. So The Ballad of Falling Dragons by Sarah A. Parker is the sequel to When the Moon Hatched, and it's coming out this year. Rights of the Starling by Devony Perry is the sequel to Shield of Sparrows. Fury Bound by Sable Sorensen, the sequel to Direbound. The Knave and the Moon by Rachel Gillig, the sequel to The Night and the Moth. And then Rider by Jessica Peterson is coming out, and that is, of course, the last of the Lucky River Ranch series, which I am also reading. So we've got a bunch of anticipated releases coming out this year, and I'm getting fed. I am getting fed this year. Oh boy. A bookish goal for 2026. Read more. I read 15 books last year, and I have 55 that I want to get to this year. And I just want to read more. I want to stop watching as much, and I want to read more. That's the goal. So that is, yeah, that's the main goal. Nose ring was crooked in that last clip. And if you also have a septum piercing, you will understand the struggle. A book that's been on your TBR you probably won't ever read. Ooh. Probably Clytemnestra. I started it and I just have a lot of books to get through. And it's just not on my radar right now. So maybe one day, but as of right now it's just not there. So, but other than that, um yeah, yeah, I'd have to say Clytemnestra. A series you want to read this year. There are quite a few, not gonna lie. I'm going to be finishing the Chronicles of Narnia series, and I am going to be reading the Lucky River Ranch series by Jessica Peterson, which I have already started. And I'm going to be reading the Empyrean series by Rebecca Yarros. So excited for that one. I'm going to be reading the House of Devil series by Kayla Edwards, the Plated Prisoner series by Raven Kennedy. Of course, I'm going to be reading Throne of Glass because I tried to read it last year and I was just so overwhelmed and overstimulated at the time, I couldn't get through it. So I'm coming back to that one. I'm gonna get through it this time. I'm determined. We're gonna get through it. And then I'm gonna get to the Artifacts of Oranos. So Trial of the Sun Queen by Nisha J. Tooley. So I have quite a few series to get to. A book to show or movie adaptation you're excited about this year? Nothing. Nothing. I don't think there's anything coming out. Maybe Fourth Wing, but I don't think that's coming out this year. But then again, even if it does, I'm not really excited for it because let's just be honest, I don't think it's gonna be good. I was excited for the Akatar adaptation, but then I got to think about it and I was like, the CGI is probably gonna be stupid and the casting is gonna be off and I don't know. It's never gonna be what we want it to be. Let's just be honest. It's not. Rarely book to show or movie adaptations are what we want them to be. I mean, we have Hunger Games, we have Twilight, we have Harry Potter, but those are rare. So I think yeah, I think we're not going to get what we want. Bookish things I want to continue in 2026. I want to continue reading for an hour and 30 minutes every day. I didn't do that quite as often as I wanted to in 2025, but near the end of the year, that's whenever I started reading for about an hour and 30 minutes every single day. So we're going to continue that up. We're going to keep doing that. I want to continue not judging other people for what they read. So basically being a good human, obviously. Keeping my opinions to myself, you know, unless it's like a review about a book, like that's really just the main thing. But yeah, those are the bookish things that I want to continue. What to expect from this account? So this year I really want to do a lot. I want to start doing reading vlogs. I really want to step up my ideas and my creation, and I want to work on my editing a lot more. I want to do as much as I possibly can. This is so fun to me and I love doing this. This has brought me so much joy and happiness and uh I don't know. I just love doing this. So just get ready for a lot more content. I post Wednesday and Sundays and get ready for a lot of stuff. Reading vlogs, more sit down videos. I want to do Bookmas in December, so that's going to be a lot. That's going to be one video every single day. So we're going to get into it. So get ready for that. How has your reading taste evolved from last year? It hasn't really. I would say I've been reading a lot more just romance instead of romantasy. I was reading a lot of romantasy last year, but I read a lot of genres. So it varies. My reading taste varies, but I do want to get more into the like horror thriller genre this year. So I'm hoping I can evolve it a little bit more, and we'll see how that plays out by next year. Booktube creators who inspire you. I think I mentioned them at the beginning of this video, but Larry Reads and Mariana's Reads, they are two of my biggest booktube inspirations, and also May Pelham on Book Talk. She has been fantastic. Like, I absolutely love her. She is fantastic. I get most of my book recommendations from all three of them, and they are such a source of light in my life. Like, I don't want to say, like, I don't know how to explain it, but they have inspired me to start my channel, to start my TikTok, to be creative and read more and just get out of my comfort zone and be more authentically me. And I couldn't be more grateful to them. And I don't know them personally. I don't, but I just am so grateful to them three. And will they ever know that? Probably not, but I am very grateful to those three. Something you want to say to anyone wanting to start a bookish account, whether that be a bookstagram, a book talk, a booktube, just do it. Just do it. I have wanted to start a YouTube account since about 2018, and I never really knew what my niche was. Again, my YouTube channel isn't just about books. I do makeup and stuff like that as well, but it is mainly about books. But just do it. You will never find the perfect time or the right equipment or the right amount of money or anything like that. Just do it. I'm filming on my phone right now, but I have a ring light that I got off of Amazon, and I do all of my note taking on my iPad, and I do it in my mom's spare bedroom. Like, you will never find the right moment to do it, but just do it. You will never be happier to just get out of your comfort zone and make friends and be yourself, be your authentic self. Truly, it is the most amazing feeling. I just rambled for God knows how long. But that was my beginning of the year tag. And like I said, I got this idea from Larry Reads and Mariana's Reads. And I I'm so happy with how 2026 is going so far. Did it start off the way I wanted it to go? No. Did 2025 end the way I wanted it to end? Absolutely not. But I genuinely hope that 2026 will be good to me, will be good to all of you. You read as many books as you want, and we get through this shit together, man. Like, that's all we can do is get through this shit together. But thank you for watching. If you like the video, like the video. If you want to subscribe, subscribe. If you want to share the video, share the video. And I will see you in my next video.